Guys, welcome back to Rose's Kitchen. So it's a Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is a Thanksgiving and I'm just preparing for my turkey. So if you want a very moist turkey and a delicious turkey, this is how I do it. So I have a big pot and I put maybe a half of water. I pour half of water and I'm going to add a good amount of salt. So we're just going to go ahead and add this one. I'm preparing this ahead of time so that way my turkey absorb all that salt in the meat. So when you eat turkey, you don't like a bland turkey. Sometimes when it comes to like a breast and like a white meat, the part of the white meat is very dry and it's not moist, and this is how I make my turkey moist. So I put a bunch of salt in there, a good amount of salt, and I'm going to grab spatula to just stir in the salt. Okay, so I'm going to stir the salt with water, and once that melt the salt in the water, and I know my turkey is still a little bit frozen, it's not dried up all the way through, that's fine because this one is going into the freeze for overnight. I'm going to put the turkey in the salt water. So I'm going to dump this and then the water is going to cover the whole turkey. Okay, and so that way it gives a good juicy and a little bit of saltiness on that meat. So I'm going to cover this with the lid and I'm going to let it soak in the salt water for overnight before you prepare for your Thanksgiving turkey. So guys, try this out and let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to prep other stuff. Today I'm just going to make some cheesecake because my husband loves cheesecake, and I'm going to make applesauce as well. So yeah, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. So now we're going to make it applesauce. We're going to have apple. You can use any kind of apple. You can use green apples, Granny Smith apples. It doesn't matter as long as it is apple. So I'm going to cut the apple and make it like a cube. And I'm not going to peel the skin off. Sometimes people like to peel the skin. No, I'm not going to do that because the skin is the healthiest part of the apple. So we're just going to go ahead and chop this all up in cube size, and I'm going to walk you through what ingredients do I put on my applesauce. I know a lot of people have different way of making their own applesauce, and mine, this is how I like it. Sometimes you can add on like sugar and stuff like that. I'm going to go a little bit healthier side, but it's Thanksgiving. I'm not going to diet because you have the whole year to make up for it. Like I have a whole year to work out. So I don't care. I'm just going to not diet on Thanksgiving Day. I'm going to eat whatever I want, but instead of regular sugar, I'm going to add coconut sugar. So that's always options that you can go with. So like this apple is need to cut off a little bit. This has a little bit of rotten part there. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this up and I will take you to the stove and I'll show you what stuff that I add on my sauce. Alright, so I have my water. I used 1 cup of water and I used 2 cinnamon sticks, and I put that in there. It's already in the pot. I'm just wanted to show you what size cinnamon stick I use, and I squeeze 1 lemon juice with the water. So once it start to boil, we're going to add the apple on the boiling water, and we're going to cook that until the apple get tender, and then once it's tender, we'll just turn it off the stove and we'll let it sit to cool down, and we're going to put in a blender to make a sauce. Now my water is boiling and I'm going to go ahead and add the chopped apple, and let's cook this down until all the apple get very tender and it's ready to blend. Once it's ready, I'm going to set it aside and let it cool down for about 10 minutes or so before I put it in the blender. So I'm just going to cover the lid back up and we'll see you. Now it's about like I cook for about like 5 or 7 minutes or so, and the apple get tender. And let's turn this off and transferring into a different bowl so that way it cool down faster. I will keep the cinnamon stick out of the apple because we are not going to blend that with the apple because it's really hard and it's not going to be tasty, so we're just going to throw that away. It's time to blend the apple. The apple goes in here, and I'm going to also add coconut sugar. You can use any regular sugar or a brown sugar, but I just like to go a little bit healthier way. So yeah, there goes 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. And there goes 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And also I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to blend all this together. Once that's done, we're going to transfer in the same pot and we'll put in a low heat, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. So now just turn your stove on, put it in a very low heat, and we're going to pour the applesauce in the pot again. I know a lot of people make cranberry sauce. I thought this year I'm just going to skip the cranberry sauce because I don't think we like cranberry sauce that much. I do like it, but if I don't have a company for Thanksgiving, I don't feel like eating the cranberry sauce all by myself, and I know my family members are not going to help me to finish the cranberry sauce. Okay, so that's that. Once it melts, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're just going to melt the butter down, and that will give a very shiny, glistening applesauce. Man, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm so much better now speaking English. I thought I will have a hard time catching up on it because I normally don't speak English when I was a kid. And back home we don't speak that much. Yeah, but now I'm started to catching up on it, right? Okay, so that's the butter start to melt down, and I'm going to grab a spoon and see. Let's taste it, how it tastes like. Holy cow, that is yummy. Okay, and once the butter is melted, then you can turn it off. That's all you need. And I'm going to store this in the fridge, in the refrigerator for tomorrow Thanksgiving, so that way I don't spend too much time just cooking. And after this, I'm just going to go ahead and make a cheesecake for my husband. I want to show you the cheesecake, how I make it, because I don't like baking. When I bake, I get messy. Okay. So guys, that's how I make my applesauce. If you guys have a different way of making applesauce, please do share a recipe. I would love to try it out. And yeah, I don't make sweet too much, but when I will make some kind of fruit, not a cake or dessert or anything like that. So I'm just keeping this year a cranberry sauce. Instead, I'm using apple sauce. I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving, and I wish everyone stay healthy. See you soon.